Bangkok. Welcome to Asia. Today I'm representing the Malaysian Hemp Industrial Research Association. We are registered since March 2016. We have up till today more than 500 members registered in Malaysia. Even though we are not legal for the cannabis industry, I will try to contribute my sharing today about what we do in Malaysia. So my topic for today is cannabis in Malaysia and how hemp could help harness the nation. So we know that harness refers to words in terms of new energy and the environment. Next slide. Okay. So Sativa L, these are three examples of, probably it could be common or probably could be new for you. So these are the three, normally we will be referred with the Sativa, Indica and Ruderals, but today I'm referring to these Sativa L, which is the hemp buds everyone is talking about. I thank all the speakers before. We have learned a lot of your experience in cultivation, others. So also we know a lot of this hybrid buds and of course the bushweed cannabis, which have more versatile cannabinoids in it. Okay, before I start my sharing, this is about Malaysia. This is the city of Kuala Lumpur. It's about 5 minutes to the Twin Tower. So a survey last year done in Malaysia, the government found that 617 people in Malaysia aged of 15 to 40 had used drugs and abused substance at least once in their lifetime. So 395,000 had used drugs and substance in last year record. So before we go further, you need to know that anyone found in Malaysia possession of 200 grams of cannabis flower is presumed to be trafficking illegal drugs and could face a death sentence, while those in possession of 50 grams or less face imprisonment up to 10 years. So this is a glance of what's going on currently in Malaysia. But we also have a good news since last year, which the government has actually abolished the death penalty in Malaysia. And also the government is looking at how actually this law will impact 840 inmates in the prison. So my title today is, first I'll cover about the linking hemp and United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, and of course the cannabinoids and medical hemp, which our association is promoting a lot. And we also will share about food security and climate health issues in Malaysia. This is our 8 years of experience before we established the association through the Ministry of Home Affairs. So we are just a small group of Hemp Malaysia, but now we have more than 18,000 group followers. So we do education to the public, and we actually split the cannabis and the hemp group to actually offer a new sector for Malaysia. And here you can see we also involved with the World Hemp Congress in Slovenia, and we also are part of the all the international event, including the recent Geneva. We were invited to present at the Switzerland Industrial Hemp Workshop. So in Malaysia, the association, we also sit with the government as the steering committee for the parliamentary committee in terms of legalizing CBD and cannabis. So besides that, we are also the industrial committee for the ministry into introducing new industry for Malaysia. Our outreach program, we actually have successfully run 3 times the Hemp Science Center, Hemp Education and Training, which involve a trip of our members. There's now There's more than 100 participants already. From Malaysia, we'll bring them every 3 months to Thailand University and get our members to have a better understanding about what industrial hemp and what CBD industry is all about. And of course, we are looking at the R&D on our hemp animal feed project, and we do a lot of strategic partnership with university in Malaysia and also in Thailand. And we have a group of team who are looking at a medical hemp development. This is very much on a non-intoxicating, looking at CBD market. And of course, we are also in Thailand. We are part of the International Medical Cannabis Committee with the Department of Traditional and Medicine in Thailand. So these are our members' trip to Chiang Rai. This is in August last year, and this is the trip to the Ministry of Health. So the reason of this trip is to upgrade the level of knowledge among our members, because every time, almost every week, we have many members joining the association, and now we have to find a solution where we bring our members to Thailand and facilitate them in their business here. This is our R&D. It's about 1 hour drive from Bangkok. So, so this is going back to the title again. So how decriminalized Sativa L or the hemp could help Malaysia. So we have done article. This is a first issue of linking hemp and UNSDG in English version that we have published and distribute for free in all the university in Malaysia. And recently, in 2021, during COVID, we have upgraded the second issue. So this information has the details about how the government can promote sustainable through industrial hemp. This study was funded by the EU, run by a local university in Malaysia. As you can see, that this refers to areas that are suitable to plant cannabis sativa L or hemp in Malaysia as a tropical environment. So as you can see here, green, it's suitable. So I would say majority of the area in Peninsular Malaysia, where I live here in Kuala Lumpur, is suitable for industrial hemp. And of course, these are some of the studies into how Malaysia can actually venture into this industry. And this study is pretty new. It's actually in November 2021. So the next two titles will be the food security, health and climate, including the medical hemp. So again, let's look at the food security challenges in Malaysia. So in 2021, Malaysia has imported a staggered amount up to 63 billion worth of food. So we had a couple of meetings with the ministry, and we know that there is a lot of importation going on. We hope by promoting this crop and this industry will promote a more safe food for the people in Malaysia. So the recent shortage of chicken and high food prices have created greater awareness about the need for food security in Malaysia. Okay, talking about food security, let's look at what we saw the first day, which is last year in June, when Thailand has allowed or permitted this plant. First, upon consuming hemp plant before harvesting, which is 2 months crop, so the chicken has developed higher immunity against disease and were able to be much more fit. And there's one article that they don't go through certain injection process. And of course, the chicken meat and eggs increase at 100 baht or $4 per kilo and 6 baht per piece. So these are the articles about what I'm talking earlier, which is most of the area is in Chiang Mai. Okay, other various potential, of course, this is a global map, but Malaysia also can benefit from the agroforestry. This is one of the chapter that we speak to most of our government, and animal feed, superfood, and of course, the food security. Another example of this article from the transnational, from the Netherlands, it says that a sustainable future for cannabis farmers. So I share some key points here. So it says here that from the early days of cannabis prohibition, traditional cannabis producing countries have stressed the importance of finding alternative practice and new income opportunities for poor rural communities dependent on cannabis cultivation. So that's the key number one. And you can see here, there's also the recent wave of policy changes and fast-growing legal space in the cannabis market offer new opportunities for small farmers and beyond. I think what we have shared, what happened in Thailand. So what's the way forward for Malaysia? So of course, Malaysia should look at rescheduling the cannabis based on the UN recommendation back in 2019 December. And of course, to decriminalize the cannabinoids use and introduce it as medicinal use. I'm sure you are aware that right now, the Malaysian government is looking very deep into this. In fact, the recent ministry under the Ministry of Commodity have identified a group of committee to discuss about this area. And also, Malaysia can introduce cannabinoids as an integrative and also, of course, traditional use. And under the association, we have quite a number of doctors who is from the medical modern medicine of cannabinoids that we are now sending them for training into integrative medicine, and hope this can be another path for our doctors in Malaysia to also give access of cannabinoids to the people in Malaysia. And by classifying medical cannabis as an alternative therapy, there is a potential for patients with their GP. So this is the situation now. As what Dr. Mutia has mentioned, for the past 10 years, I've been promoting a lot of medical cannabis on modern medicine. I think right now, after I spend most of my time in Thailand, I learned there is another way of promoting cannabinoids through integrative medicine. So above all, this would recognize patient rights to therapeutic self-determination and increase access while freeing doctors from having to prescribe medicine and putting patient first. So for information, I myself have experience treating my son on synovial sarcoma cancer in about 6 years ago. So I do have a 2 years experience treating cannabinoids to a kid. Okay, another 6 major important impacts for Malaysia will be, of course, our waste issues, the energy impact, and the soil degradation, the air quality impacts, and of course, water impacts. And the most important part is to reform cannabis into a new legal market. So with that, that's my presentation. I open to any question and answers. Thank you so much for your attention.